Narcissism is not just a set of traits, it is a pattern of behaviors that affect those who are closest to them. In today's media, narcissism is sometimes glamorized, presented as confidence or self-assuredness. But underneath, there is often a much darker impact. We will look at how these habits play out, how to protect yourself, and how to recognize the ways they may be subtly influencing you. Today, we explore the habits and traits that reveal the narcissists among us. This journey is one of awareness, self-protection, and ultimately, freedom. As we uncover these habits, you'll gain clarity on how narcissists operate, how their behaviors impact you, and how to transform this experience into a journey of healing and self-discovery. For those feeling trapped in the narcissist's web, this is a guide to finding your strength, setting boundaries, and taking the necessary steps to reclaim your own life. The charm offensive. In the early stages, the narcissist often uses overwhelming charm to draw you in. This charm is intoxicating, making you feel as if you are the center of their world, the most fascinating person they've ever met. But as seductive as it may seem, this charm is often a mask, hiding their need for control. Genuine connection is not about charm, it's about shared understanding, mutual respect, and vulnerability. Charm without depth is often a sign of hidden intentions. Trust your intuition. If you feel swept off your feet too quickly, pause and reflect. Ask yourself if you're seeing all sides of this person, or if you're only seeing what they want you to see. Let your instincts guide you toward people who show depth and sincerity rather than merely charm. Your desire for connection is natural and beautiful, but genuine connection requires seeing each other clearly, flaws and all. Recognize that your worth does not depend on someone's immediate admiration, and seek relationships that value you for who you truly are. The need for constant validation. A narcissist craves validation like a plant craves sunlight. They seek it constantly, often in the form of compliments, admiration, or even public attention. This need for validation often leads them to dominate conversations, subtly steering everything back to themselves. Real confidence does not seek validation. It thrives quietly in a sense of inner peace. Love and friendship do not require constant reassurance. Observe how much space they take in conversations and whether they seek constant praise. Protect yourself by setting boundaries around how much you engage in these dynamics. It's okay to reserve your energy and attention for relationships that are more balanced. Your willingness to offer appreciation is a gift, but it is not meant to fill someone else's void. Recognize your strength in supporting others and seek relationships where appreciation is mutual, not one-sided. Gaslighting, warping your reality. Gaslighting is one of the most harmful habits of a narcissist. They subtly manipulate situations to make you doubt your own perceptions, emotions, and memories. They might deny saying something hurtful, claim you're too sensitive, or accuse you of misinterpreting their actions. Your perceptions and feelings are valid. A healthy relationship does not make you doubt your own reality, it strengthens it. Keep a mental or written record of events if you feel you're being gaslit. Trust your own experience and consider sharing with trusted friends for an outside perspective. Protect yourself by remembering that gaslighting is about their control, not your accuracy. Your sensitivity to others' feelings is a strength, not a flaw. Embrace your sensitivity, and don't let anyone make you feel that your experiences are invalid. Surround yourself with people who affirm your perspective rather than manipulate it. Boundary violations. A narcissist frequently pushes boundaries, disregarding your need for space, time, or personal preferences. They may interrupt, intrude, or overstep limits, making you feel as though your boundaries aren't respected. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. True love and friendship honor boundaries as a way to maintain balance and individuality. Be firm in setting your boundaries, clearly communicate them, and follow through with consequences if they're ignored. Protect yourself by remembering that boundaries are not only necessary, but are an essential part of healthy relationships. Your desire for closeness is beautiful, but closeness does not mean a lack of boundaries. Embrace your right to have personal space and preferences. The right people will respect and honor your limits. Journeying through the habits of a narcissist may bring to mind your own experience. Have you found yourself in relationships that drain you? Did people seem to take more than they give? What did you learn from this experience? Be sure to comment below for the next person, and we may create a video on it. If you're ready to dive deeper into self-healing, download our free Diamonds Manifest with Ease guide. Details are in the description below. The Art of Deflection. Narcissists are masters of deflection, often refusing to take responsibility when things go wrong. If there's a mistake, it's someone else's fault. If they're challenged, they redirect the conversation, making you question your own role or response. Accountability is a sign of maturity and integrity. A healthy relationship includes mutual responsibility and the willingness to acknowledge mistakes. When faced with deflection, stay centered in your truth. Reflect on what you know to be accurate and avoid getting drawn into a web of blame shifting. Protect yourself by seeking accountability in your own actions and expecting it from others. Your desire to understand others is a gift, but understanding should not come at the expense of clarity. Embrace your strength in being compassionate, but remember that compassion is not a substitute for honesty and responsibility. The rollercoaster of idealization and devaluation. Narcissists often shower you with love and admiration in the beginning, only to turn critical and demeaning later on. This cycle of idealization and devaluation keeps you emotionally hooked, constantly striving to regain their approval. Genuine love is steady, consistent, and respectful. A love that constantly shifts from admiration to criticism is more about control than connection. Recognize the pattern. If you notice dramatic highs followed by sudden lows, it's a red flag. Protect yourself by remembering that real relationships are rooted in stability, not volatility. Your openness to love and connection is a strength. Seek relationships that are balanced, where admiration and respect are constants rather than rewards. Embrace the knowledge that you deserve love that is unwavering, the need to be the center of attention. Narcissists have an insatiable need to be the center of attention. They may interrupt, change the topic, or dominate the conversation, subtly making you feel that your needs and experiences are secondary. True connection is not about domination, it's about mutual sharing and respect. A healthy relationship allows both voices to be heard. Notice how much space they take in conversations and whether they allow you to share equally. Protect yourself by asserting your own voice and making space for your own experiences. Your desire to uplift others is beautiful, but your voice matters too. Embrace your own presence, knowing that you deserve space in conversations and relationships. Seek connections that celebrate rather than overshadow your perspective. Subtle or not so subtle put-downs. Narcissists often use subtle criticisms disguised as jokes or helpful feedback to chip away at your confidence. Over time, these put-downs accumulate, leaving you feeling less secure and more dependent on their approval. Real love uplifts rather than diminishes. Genuine support is about celebrating your strengths, not highlighting your weaknesses. Recognize the impact of these comments. Reflect on how you feel after interactions and whether they empower or weaken you. Protect yourself by distancing yourself from those who use jokes to criticize and surround yourself with people who celebrate you. Your openness to feedback is a strength, but you do not need to accept disguised criticism. Embrace the knowledge that you are worthy of respect and seek relationships that nurture rather than diminish your self-esteem. Emotional blackmail and manipulation. Narcissists use emotional manipulation to control you, often employing guilt or withdrawal of affection to get their way. This manipulation keeps you feeling indebted, constantly striving to please them to avoid feeling rejected or unloved. Love does not manipulate or guilt you into submission. Real love respects your autonomy and does not seek control through fear or obligation. Identify when manipulation is at play and refuse to engage. Remind yourself that love does not demand submission. Protect yourself by recognizing emotional blackmail for what it is and setting firm boundaries. Your capacity for love and loyalty is a strength, but it should never come at the cost of your freedom. Seek relationships where love is freely given, not conditioned on compliance. Embrace the strength within you to love without surrendering your independence. Did you know 90% of you watching right now aren't subscribed yet? If you're enjoying this content, hit subscribe. It's the simplest way to support the channel and stay up to date. Glorifying themselves while disregarding others. Narcissists often glamorize their own achievements while downplaying the success or worth of others. They may subtly imply that they are more important or that their experiences are more valuable than yours. True confidence does not rely on diminishing others. A healthy relationship honors both partners equally, celebrating each other's achievements and worth. Notice if they consistently put themselves above others. Protect yourself by valuing your own accomplishments and by surrounding yourself with people who uplift and celebrate you. You do not need to diminish yourself to make space for anyone else's ego. Your respect for others' accomplishments is a beautiful quality, but it does not require you to minimize your own worth. Embrace the confidence that you have unique talents and achievements, and seek connections where mutual respect is the foundation. The hidden impact of long-term exposure to a narcissist. Prolonged exposure to narcissistic behaviors can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Over time, the repeated undermining, criticism, and manipulation can erode your self-esteem, making it difficult to trust your own judgment. You may feel trapped in a cycle of doubt and dependence, questioning your worth and feeling lost. Long-term exposure to narcissistic behaviors can dim your light and weaken your spirit. Recognizing this early is crucial to protecting your inner strength and sense of self. Spend time nurturing your self-worth and grounding yourself in your own values. Separate from the narcissist's influence. Reconnect with friends and family who remind you of your true worth, and engage in practices that reinforce your own sense of identity. Set boundaries and, when possible, create distance. Limit your interactions to protect your mental and emotional energy. Seek out supportive communities that affirm your worth and help you rebuild your confidence. The fear of isolation or loss of connection often keeps people in toxic relationships, but remember that being alone can be a powerful opportunity for healing and self-discovery. Embrace solitude as a means to reconnect with who you are and build a life that values your strengths and dreams. The glamorization of narcissism in media. In modern culture, narcissistic traits are sometimes portrayed as attractive or desirable, especially in high-profile individuals who exhibit charisma, self-assuredness, and success. Media often glorifies these traits, portraying narcissism as confidence and a path to success, which can lead to confusion for those entangled with a narcissist. True confidence is grounded in humility and empathy, not self-promotion at the expense of others. Media's glamorization of narcissism can mislead us into valuing traits that are ultimately harmful in close relationships. Question the qualities you admire in others and what society portrays as successful or desirable. Realize that authenticity, compassion, and integrity are the foundations of lasting and healthy relationships. By recognizing the difference between confidence and narcissism, you gain the ability to seek out relationships with genuine people who value connection over ego. Cultivate your own sense of worth, independent of society's portrayal of success, knowing that true fulfillment comes from empathy, not admiration. How to cut communication and distance yourself. If you recognize these narcissistic habits in someone close to you, the decision to distance yourself can be challenging. Cutting ties may bring feelings of guilt, fear of confrontation, or even a sense of loss. However, protecting your well-being often requires setting strong boundaries or ending toxic relationships altogether. Protecting your mental and emotional health is a priority, and sometimes distance is the only way to achieve that. Self-preservation is not selfish, it's necessary. Practical steps for distancing. First, limit communication. Gradually reduce the frequency and depth of conversations. Use brief responses and avoid sharing personal details they might use to manipulate you. Second, set firm boundaries. Clearly communicate what behaviors are unacceptable and follow through with consequences if they are disregarded. Third, seek support. Surround yourself with friends, family, or even professional support that can provide perspective, affirmation, and guidance. Fourth, prepare for backlash. Narcissists often react with anger or attempts at manipulation when they feel they're losing control. Stay calm and reaffirm your boundaries, focusing on your goal of self-protection. Your desire for connection does not have to be fulfilled at the cost of your well-being. Embrace your strength to set boundaries and prioritize your health, understanding that true connections do not harm, they heal and uplift. Your journey to healing and rediscovery. After distancing yourself from a narcissist, The process of healing can feel both liberating and daunting. You may need time to rebuild your self-esteem, reconnect with your identity, and restore your sense of trust in yourself and others. This journey is not just about moving on, it's about rediscovering your worth, autonomy, and inner strength. Reclaiming self-worth. Remind yourself daily that your value is intrinsic, independent of anyone else's validation or admiration. Cultivating resilience. Each step you take to heal and distance from toxic influences builds resilience, making you stronger and more self-reliant. Practicing self-compassion. Healing takes time and patience. Be kind to yourself as you navigate this path, knowing that every small step is progress. Your fear of loneliness or rejection is natural, but it does not define you. Embrace this journey as an opportunity to find your own happiness, recognizing that the peace within yourself will attract the right people into your life. The path to recognizing and moving on from narcissistic relationships may be challenging, but it is a path to freedom and empowerment. These 10 habits reveal the narcissist's patterns, and now, equipped with this understanding, you have the tools to protect yourself, nurture your own well-being, and transform your experience into a journey of strength. Remember, your desire for connection, love, and empathy is not a weakness. It's a beautiful strength. When channeled wisely, these qualities will lead you to relationships that honor, uplift, and truly see you for who you are. You deserve relationships that bring light into your life, not darkness. Thank yourself for exploring the habits of narcissists with us. By recognizing and overcoming this tendency, you can cultivate and foster more genuine and wholesome relationships. Be sure to like, comment with your thoughts and experiences, and subscribe to our channel for more spiritual insights. If this video resonated with you, consider joining our vibrant community. Here, we offer exclusive content, personalized pranic healing guidance, and a supportive space to deepen your spiritual practice. Share this video with friends who might benefit from understanding the habits, supporting each other in creating the reality we desire.